There you go. As I mentioned, computers are an issue this morning. I think I just got another issue. There we go. Maybe we have sound now. Carol, I got you. Thank you for giving me the heads up. Joyce, good morning to you as well. And for those who could not hear, it was another one of those computer glitches that I was talking about. When I work in a studio, and for 45 plus years now, someone else always controlled all the things. They controlled the microphones, the cameras, and now at home, it's pretty much on me. So I'm hoping this morning, somebody let me know. Yes, you can hear. I'm hoping that's the case. Hi, Joyce. I know we're working on it. Good morning, Faye. Hope you're having a good day so far. Hi, David. Hope your day is starting well. A little bit warmer this morning than it has been the past several days. And Chad says that's just kind of a byproduct of a front coming in, front backing out, or, just kind of dissolving over the top of us. Will be a little bit above average. In fact, we'll probably be near 80 today by the time things are all said and done. Not a problem for me. I don't know about you. As long as we're not, 85 or 90 in November, then things are all good. Now, we do have another front that we expect to come through. Timing pretty much like last week, Wednesday into Thursday. And that makes for a good Friday and a very nice Saturday as well. So we'll stay on top of things, continue to get you up. We're not quite at that point yet where you can look ahead and go, okay, this is Thanksgiving Day. Now, you can go and look at some 10-day forecast if you want to. I'll be honest with you. To me, a 10-day forecast is pretty much just a good guess at what's going on. Good morning, Kim. How are you? Hi, Joyce. Thanks for checking in with us this morning. Okay, Faye, thank you. She says, I think it was my phone. No, Faye, I think it was your Dan. Now I think I got it figured out. Hopefully the software is working again. All right, so what do we got for you this morning? Well, we always like to jump over to kfdm.com. We believe it's the best place you can go to get caught up on what's happening in local news. We certainly try to do our best to make sure we're updating local stories. This one is kind of close to home. Angel San Juan does a story on hit and run crashes, which apparently are happening more frequently in Southeast Texas. A situation like Angel has been involved in, and many other people as far as that go, where, someone runs into them, fails to yield, runs through a stop sign, collides with a car. Now, it can be minor or it could be a major accident, but people flee the scenes. I think we all know why that happens. We can all sit and go, well, that's not right. Or, that's not what we do. That's not what a lot of people have never been taught responsibility, right? A lot of people don't understand that they have an obligation to the other party. And when this person who is driving has no liability insurance, or they're driving because, in a situation that maybe they don't even have a valid license, or maybe it's just fear, then they flee the scene. And when they do, who's left holding the bag? You are. The other driver is. Suddenly it's not their insurance that's going to have to pay for this. It's your insurance. And of course, in the most extreme situations, it's even worse. When and Angel uses a story in this case, which involves a former police officer here in Southeast Texas who was riding a motorcycle, and somebody failed to yield on Highway 90, crashed into the motorcyclist, and he did not die at the scene, but 2 days later he did die. We have many of those, and apparently we're having more, and police and other authorities seem to think it's because, again, people have not been taught the idea of responsibility and don't want to own up when you make a mistake. But who does? I mean, most of us, I think our human inclination is to not take responsibility, but hopefully we can overcome that. And, we can accept the fact that we made a mistake. Also this morning, if you haven't seen it yet, there is a developing story this morning, actually kind of came out yesterday, and that is that former congressman and presidential hopeful Beto O'Rourke is going to run against Greg Abbott for governor here in the state of Texas. Lots of reaction to this story this morning on both sides of the issue. It is politics, right? So the question really becomes, will there be a third party? Will somebody run as an independent who says, no, I am not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. And I can draw both sides together. That will be interesting to watch. And of course, one of the people who's been kind of name has been thrown out, he has commented on it, is Matthew McConaughey, the actor. Now, how serious he really is. The only reason I mention that, because I would think that if you had somebody like that, if you had a Matthew McConaughey, that he probably could take a lot of votes away from both those candidates simply by saying that, I'm not affiliated with either party. I'm a Texan. That's where my interests lie. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But again, it will be a competition. There will be a race for the governor's office. Also this morning, getting ready for the holidays, I was reading the Chronicle this morning and I came across a really interesting story. I know it's on a lighter note, but because I'm running late this morning, we'll keep it pretty simple. Texas family who went viral over milk got a year's supply from a Dallas dairy. Family went viral earlier this week when they told CNN they go through nearly 2 gallons of milk a day. Now, I have never asked my daughter how many gallons of milk she goes through. She has, 7, 8 kids in her house right now? 7. And a husband who also drinks milk. But this North Texas family blew up because, again, they bought 12 gallons of milk a week. 12 gallons. Well, when that went nationwide, a local milk producer said, hey, it's Oak Farms. If you're from North Texas, you may be familiar with them. They said, hey, you know what? We're going to help you out here. And now they're giving them 625 gallons of milk. So hopefully that helps out. And as I mentioned, my story this morning concerning Thanksgiving is it's already happening here in my house. I can hear her in the background. My wife is in the kitchen. She has already started because we have a pretty large family gathering coming up. So she's already started preparing things ahead of time. And one of the things that we always talk about, of course, is desserts. And I don't know about your house, but at my house, and it's been this way. It wasn't just when we became the host family, but when my mom and dad would host, people would be like, don't change. We have to have our traditional things on the table or it's not Thanksgiving. You have to have those certain dishes. Same thing is true at our house. You have to have certain pies. Pecan pies, of course, very popular at Thanksgiving. I don't know about your house, but also apple pies. But this article is talking about places to get, man, does that look good? I forgot what they call that one. I like that one, though. The one that has the nuts, but it has, anyway. Oh, they call it Bavarian chocolate banana pie. That sounds pretty good. Don't know that I've ever had one. But anyway, they go into all the different. If you've never had a Flying Saucer Pie Company pie, man, if you're ever in Houston, you need to stop by. It is, yeah. They sell some pies, but they're all handmade and they're good. And of course, we have local bakers. Rayo's we will have on before Thanksgiving. They will go through a whole lot of pumpkin pies, a whole lot of apple pies before they get to Thanksgiving. No doubt about that. But again, things to be thinking about moving forward, right? Have you seen, and of course, Rayo's is doing the kind of the turducken of desserts, where they have 3 things. They have I think it's pumpkin and apple, and then pumpkin, apple, and pecan together. I don't know. You might want to check it out. Again, they will be on before. Our tradition at our house is we always have pumpkin. There's never any doubt about that one. And then everything else, just kind of depends on what everybody feels like making. Chocolate pie, my daughter, not the one with all the kids, but the other one with a kid is also a very good baker. So that always makes things a little bit fun. All right. So I'm going to go get a piece of pie and another cup of coffee to get my day started. And then we will come back at you bright and early tomorrow morning. I hope you'll go out and make it a terrific day. And also remember, too, when you want to catch up on what's happening, as I mentioned, KFDM.com is a great place to go. It's very easy to access, as is fox4beaumont.com. But you can also catch up on the headlines right here on Facebook, if you'll stay with KFDM News, we post all the stories that we post on the website that go to our broadcast. We'll also be on Facebook. Then, of course, you can also follow us on Twitter. My particular handle is Morning TV Dan. Plus, if you're a YouTube person, subscribe to Dan's at Home, and you'll be able to see our updates. And if you click the notification button, then you'll be able to get an alarm or a notification to know when we're coming on with the updates. Just that simple. All right, go out and make it a terrific day. We'll look forward to talking to you again bright and early tomorrow morning.